and welcome to a quick update on week 2. Okay, so you're in Medical Imaging 300 class, Distance Education and Success Strategies and Program Overview. Again, my name is Chris Gibbons. I'm the chair of the program and your instructor for this mini class. So what I like to do is check in with you every week, and I like to shoot these little videos, kind of a live sort of live way for us to talk, at least for me to talk. All right, so what do we got going on? One thing I want to tell you is how impressed I am with the experience that this particular group has. It's very exciting to see. What's also really exciting to see is the geographic diversity of where everybody's from. This is what I love about this program. We have folks from all over the country. I made a little list of kind of where everybody's at. We got, let's see, we got Tom in New Hampshire. And then we have our students in California. It looks like we have Joyce and Jennifer out in Southern California. We've got Andrea in Columbus, my hometown, Columbus, Ohio. And Nuria, Nuria in Chicago. So we've got students all over the country, and it's kind of nice to see it. Even in this group, which is a smaller group than typically in our fall group, which tends to be about 30 students. Even in this small group of 9-10 students, we really have some excellent geographic diversity, and then the diversity of experience that you bring in is exciting. So I can't wait for you guys to join the other medical imaging students as you kind of get into those classes, and then you'll commingle with the students that are currently here. So again, very excited about what we have, what you can contribute to the program, because really a lot of this is driven by what the students contribute as well, with their experience and their stories and their viewpoints and the diversity of ideas that they bring. So again, exciting group coming in for this spring. Okay, so a couple things just to remember about the course. Now, the key thing to remember is to make sure that you complete the assignments. There are 4 assignments that you have for the course. They're listed as you go through. I would say not very, but relatively easy to do. This whole course can be done in about 8 hours. There's also some activities. Those are just kind of practice things. Please do the activities, but please make sure you do the assignments. Those 4 assignments then are graded pretty much on a basis of completion, not completion, for your grade in this course, which is either a pass-fail grade. So again, get all 4 of those assignments in. If you want, you can get them in before Christmas. If you're watching this video before Christmas, or as long as you have them in before the class ends, which the last time that you can submit anything will be on Sunday, January 4th. So make sure you have everything wrapped up by January 4th, and you'll be all set to go for your classes. In structure on how you can do this, some of you have completed the majority of the class, if not all 4 assignments already. That's perfectly okay. Hopefully you're coming back in to check in on the class over the next couple of weeks as I put kind of updates in there, but you've already completed the assignments. Again, for those of you that haven't completed it yet, that's okay. Complete it pretty much at your own pace, again, as long as you meet that January 4th deadline. But I don't want you to think that you have to do it in just 1 week. The recommended schedule that I give you is, again, typically based off of a week. Most of our students, in general, when we run this class, complete it in a week. But it's only a suggestion. You don't have to do that. Okay, so that covers that. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you've ordered your textbooks for the start of the semester for your didactic classes. Those are the classes that you'll be taking. It might be healthcare administration classes, maybe sectional anatomy, CT physics. All of you are a little bit different on what class you'll be taking, but please make sure you have the textbook in your hand. A few of you have asked me questions about how do I get the textbook. Well, it guides you through in the packet on the original new student packet that you have, on how to go to our bookstore and order those textbooks. As I've mentioned before in other videos, you do not have to buy from our bookstore. And if you're paying out of pocket for your books, my general recommendation is you could probably find them somewhere else, a little bit cheaper, if not a lot of bit cheaper. Amazon has always been pretty good to me for any kind of textbooks that I need to order. Just please make sure you buy the correct edition, and you can find that edition. You go to our bookstore, you basically copy paste that edition number, that ISBN number, which is like that serial number for books, and go to Amazon or whatever trusted bookseller that you like and buy your books. But make sure you got the book in your hand by the time your class starts. If it doesn't, please let me know and the instructor know that you do not have your textbook. We will try to do something to get you by for a couple of weeks until you can get that in your hands. Remember last winter we had some problems with delivery because in the Midwest and other parts of the country we had such a problem with snow so early on. There was some significant delays in textbooks, but I think so far this year we're looking pretty good for that. Okay, so that covers my textbook warning, kind of the things you need to do to get this class done. I will say there was one question in the virtual office, and I just want to make sure kind of get this addressed as well. But I think it was Christina. She had a question, or not really a question. I noticed when I was looking at what kind of systems that all of you were using. Some of you had Macs, some of you, of course, had PCs. Those are fine. Those should work no problem. I think, Christina, you had an iPad. You mentioned iPad. You can do some things with an iPad, but D2L and the way that our servers work, you may not be able to do everything. So I would make sure that you have a laptop accessible. Maybe someday in the future we'll be on board completely with iPad or Android systems for D2L. Remember, D2L is your digital campus, desire to learn, is we just call it D2L for short. But right now it's not there yet. So, and especially with videos, those can get a little kind of wonky if you're using something else other than, in most cases, Chrome. I would say Chrome is the web browser of choice on a PC or a Mac. But again, I'd be careful about the iPad because you may have something that doesn't work and not know why it doesn't work, and it could be because you're using the iPad, and a lot of it has to do with Flash, so which is a kind of a programming language that doesn't play well with iPad. So we have that kind of have that warning. Make sure you have at least a laptop ready to go, and you should be fine. I said in an earlier video, the laptop doesn't need to be great. I mean, literally, a $200 to $300 laptop will be serviceable and would get you through the entire program. Okay, so I wanted to kind of cover that technical base on the program, and that pretty much is it for week 2. Now I'll check in for week 3. Again, I anticipate most of you will be done at that point. If you have any questions or tech problems as you're going through, that's what this course is all about. Let me know, and we will work through it. I think so far, though, it looks like all of you have been able to submit some assignments, do your threaded discussions. Actually been pretty quiet group, so I think I'm kind of amazed so far we haven't had a little technical glitch yet out there for somebody with a laptop setting or some sort of problem with their browser. There was some mention, one of the students did mention the browser issue with Firefox. It doesn't, that one, please, steer away from. Our recommended browser right now is Chrome, and a good backup is Internet Explorer or Safari. So Chrome should probably be your lead browser, and then use the other two, depending on which world you live in, as a backup. If occasionally, it is very rare, but let's say occasionally something doesn't look right or a video isn't showing in Chrome, by switching to that other browser usually solves the issue. The reason for that is occasionally D2L will go through an upgrade, or a browser can go through an upgrade, and the two companies haven't caught up with their upgrades. And if there's a slight incompatibility with the upgrades, that's where we get some little unusual behavior. We haven't had that for about 8 months, so everything's been going very smooth. Okay, enough about tech talk and those issues. Again, anything comes up, please feel free to give me a call, contact me through email or virtual office. I'm also going to put my cell phone number on here. Please text message me. I love text messages. I can get back to you usually within 15 to 20 minutes with a text message versus virtual office, which can be a day, or sometimes on the weekends it might be 2 days delay in there. So please use my cell phone and text messaging. If you do have an urgent question, don't be bashful to use that. Okay, excellent. That pretty much covers it. And as always, thank you for watching.